next to either of the microphones. The first person who submitted his name is Professor Father Chandra Kathan.
And honorable members of the provincial legislature, Mr. Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make very brief comments about two issues based on what has been shared already here. The first one is, I think it's important that in a situation where human beings are concerned, in a situation where human rights are not even recognized to the barest minimum, we should be very conscious that we do not reduce human rights issues to mere philosophy or jurisprudence. Neither do we reduce human life to flowery languages of democratic values or even civilized behavior and so on. I speak from the authority and authenticity of one who had seen and lived through the situation. After completing my doctoral studies in Canada, I went back with the hope that I shall remain an academic and I shall remain neutral to all this mess. And yet, it was what I saw that took me in. When I saw, for example, 120 dead bodies at Nawali, which were pulverized to pieces by 9 bombs that were dropped from the air on the 7th of July, 1995. When I saw more than 40 children blown to bits in Nagarhoil who were brought in by none other than the International Committee of the Red Cross in their vehicle to the Jaffna Hospital on the 20th of August, 1995. And when I joined more than 200,000 people on the 30th of October and walked through from Jaffna right down to Palais, and then met with none other than Mr. John Stackhouse, and I am proud to say that he was the only international journalist who brought out about this exodus of more than 400,000 people on the Globe and Mail when he wrote on the 4th of November, 1995. I would like to complete with one sentence, namely, we should not confuse between good and evil. Killing of civilians is evil even if it is done by the government, not merely by the LTTE. Killing of children and women, innocent women and others is evil when it is done by the government. But we have not heard much from the government of Canada when it has been systematically done, when it has been reported by their own diplomatic commissions that are present in Colombo. It started in the year 1983. There was one of the delegates who spoke about the label of terrorism. Certainly, terrorism is terrorism wherever and whenever it is practiced. But from whomever it is practiced also is an important factor that we should identify. And there we should not confuse between good and evil. I think it's important that governments that believe in democratic values to stand for truth. What is submerged here is truth. And I stand here using words. But words are the ones that have been most distorted, most disfigured, and most destroyed in this situation. We have commissions of inquiry, commissions of investigation, including those 17 innocent people who were killed working for the Action de la Femme of the French Charity Association. And I am sorry to say, we have heard very little from Canada on the human rights factor, particularly in the advocacy of the rights of the innocent. Thank you.